Good morning, everyone. Merry Christmas. I hope Santa brought everybody everything that was on their list, even you big grown ass people. Yes, I hope Santa brought y'all everything that y'all wanted. Oh, I'm bored because I'm up early. We're normally up late this time of year, either wrapping gifts or already opening up gifts, or like I think either last year or a year before, we opened up gifts in the morning time for the first time because of all of our schedules. But shit, Diamond out here. I think my niece is out of town. I think that's what I heard my mama say. So shit, I'm still in my bed and probably gonna be in that motherfucker. I should have known that my damn was gonna be like this, because I ain't even get to finish decorating my room. All I did was hang up my little baby book outside my bedroom door. Shit, Christmas decorations. I needed that drink last night more than I thought. I slept pretty good, which is a good thing, but I don't drink every night no more, so I can't use that as a sleeping aid, but definitely got some sleep last night. Unexpected, because I didn't think I was going to sleep as good for as sad as I was. But I did. I slept pretty good. I think baby brother just left. I might be able to work in the bathroom doing my hair, but I might stay in here and do it so I can listen to some music. Oh, it squeezed me. Let me go get some water. Hold on. We don't want to show them your ass. My parents are still asleep, which is a good thing. My mom had to work, which she always works, but I know she's sleepy, and this is a hard time for her since her dad died, so we pretty much leave her alone until she starts tripping. Then we have to tell her, girl, you tripping, we ain't do it. Like I said last night, I was invited to a Christmas dinner at the last minute. I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know what time it is. I think my mama was being funny because I let my car go big. Why you ain't tell me the details? Why everybody else know? I do have to be now that I done put my feet on the floor. the door is still open. Oh, but I did pull something out just in case I did have somewhere to go. Because, hell, I don't like how everybody had been talking to me, so I really wasn't listening to what the plans were. I just knew whatever we did, it was going to be after everybody else did whatever the hell they did. So, I was like, I'm going to iron my skirt. But I'll worry about that if I'm going somewhere or not. So, but yeah. I don't even know how I want to braid my hair. I just don't want to have to open up another pack of hair. I want to use what I've already prepped. And that's it. Yeah, that's probably what I'm finna do. Excuse my dirty bathroom. Hell, I cleaned the attic when I had company the other day, and that was about it. I'm just glad the year is coming to an end, honestly, because I was over this bullshit. So Diamond ended up getting some box braids for Christmas with triangle parts, because I knew she needed to get her hair done, but I just wasn't in the mood for all the extra stuff because of how everything had been going. But surprisingly, I was like, come on, I'll do you some box braids. She got some blue box braids. Cause she out of school for like 2 weeks. So you can walk around here with blue hair, and then once it's time to go back to school, we'll go back to dark, straight black, or brown, cause black people don't have black hair. But yeah, we'll go back to brown hair. And then I bought some curly hair. I had a specific way I wanted to do it, but I don't know if I want to put all that thought into it today. I'm just not in the mood. At this point, I'm just trying to get my hair done so I can go see my auntie, because that's it. My daddy was like, you didn't call nobody to see what they had going on? No, because I'm not nosy like that. I don't give a fuck. If I get invited, I get invited. If I don't, I don't. Because at this point, I already know what the fuck it is, how everybody feel, why I feel the way I feel, all of that. So, no, I'm not going to be calling around nothing. No. I hadn't been doing it. Ain't finna do it. That's a stool that I had in here when I was cleaning my leg and stuff. Definitely came in handy. Because them first few days, oh my God, standing up to take a shower when I was rapid just wasn't a thing. Because I'm like, that hurts. So I had big some Chucky box braids in mind. So that's probably what I'm gonna do just to kind of get this over with. I don't want to be spending no more than 3-4 hours on doing my own hair today. I really don't. If I would have done it last night when I had the energy, then maybe, but I don't have the, and I could just do some cornrows, but I don't feel like focusing on straight cuts. Just don't. Because these box braids really finna get just thrown up there just so I can go get a meal. I told my baby brother last night, if I get hungry enough, I'll call somebody. So hopefully her daddy got enough sense to make sure her belly is full before bringing her back to me, because he act like he don't know how to do that. So, because mama ain't got no money. I spent most of my last little bit of my check from my last job buying all this bullshit for my leg. Outside of whatever she was buying, which wasn't enough still, because I was still having to pay for stuff, but I don't even care. The more I started spending my money on certain stuff, and I'm just like that. If I have to turn around and take care of something, if you've already told me you're going to take care of it, I'm just going to do it myself and get frustrated. And you won't hear from me again, because, yeah. I feel like I'm going to need one more thing of black hair to go with these. Okay, we're finna make this work. I'm not gonna open up not another damn thing here. So we might end up just doing some cornrows because I don't want to. And probably some big ones like I did last time. I did like 6 or 7 big ass cornrows. 6, 7. That shit is still funny to me. I was gonna say, what is this wrapped around this thing? Diamond's daughter. So normally, depending on what kind of braids I do, like I said before, this is the side I leave down, some of it, because of how sparse my edge is from all the hateration growing up. It's thin because of that, not because of nothing else. And then obviously over the years, relaxers, braids, all of that stuff, you know, didn't help it. So whatever. And then I'll just lay them suckers down whenever I do decide I want to lay some edges down. Because like I said in my last job, edges being laid down is for special occasions. It's just like makeup. If I'm coming up in this bitch just to work, that's what the fuck I'm coming up in here for. Now, when I had a person-to-person customer job, now, yeah, for the most part, I did everything I needed to do to be presentable. Even though I had started, that was when I started my lock process. Because when you're natural, don't nobody give a fuck about no edges. This is why I say I don't give a fuck about no edges. I never did. Never did. Because they used to always brush them bitches on my motherfucking forehead. So, you know. Whatever is up there was left up there. Because my shit is natural. I'm not combing my whole whatever. My whole ponytail down on my forehead or whatever. Because that's what the hell y'all be doing. So, yeah. Let's see how many braids I can get out of this. Excuse me. I need to do. Hell, I don't even know how long I want this. Because I know once I get in the center, I'm going to have to start feeding them suckers. But on the outside, I ain't necessarily got to feed. Bitch, let's just do 4 big ass braids and be done with the shit. I hope that center part is in the center. I'm gonna have to go get the. Oh, wait, no, I should have one here. I don't want to mess that hair up. And the fact that me and this guy, me and was talking, and like he asking about, you know, certain things. And in our last conversation, you know, he was talking to me about job shit. And, you know, I was telling him like what I've done and shit like that. And basically that motherfucker pretty much told me I needed to give up on whatever the fuck I've already learned and shit like that. Baby. Cause it sounds like you was raised by one of them old ass men that don't know no better and just want women for what they want women for. No. We could probably never be if that's really truly how you think. Which was why I left the because he lied about wanting to help me with school and all of that bullshit. So, because he was money hungry and he tried to talk about me. No, nigga. It was you. This motherfucker came in here with some pajamas on last night. I almost said, you look like a goofy ass nigga. And I try not to call niggas gay and shit like that when they're not, or whatever the case may be. Last night, definitely one of my thoughts from being with the gays was like, do we need to beat him up? No, he has a daughter to raise. Leave him alone. So, but yeah, I came to my realization last night. This nigga is ugly as fuck. Like, oh my God. And the fact that his ass be trying to scoot up out of here so fast now. Nigga, I hope you fall. I I'm not blow drying this straight, but it'll be okay. Come on, girl, pull them all down. I don't know why I did this one. I'm starting on this one first. Maybe because it's in the center. That's probably why. And I typically don't do center parts with braids because that's where my gray is. And for a long time, I didn't like my gray being seen because of the immaturity of other people. So I didn't wear middle parts if I didn't have to. And then too, it wasn't no point in me blow drying it straight because I have grease and all of that on my hair, and it's humid from what it looks like out the window, so this shit gonna dry up as soon as I start blow drying it or go outside to go smoke. I'm kind of frustrating myself like that. There you go. And y'all see how quiet I am in here by myself? That's how quiet I am for the most part. Unless there's a reason for me to be loud, celebrate, and all of this shit. Like when my friend came over here, or whenever we would be on the phone, I don't say much because I was in a relationship, so I was up in my person's face every day. So he was like, you on this fuck around and find out shit. Yeah, because everybody is different. I don't care to ask all of them damn interview ass questions unless, you know, we in the process of asking those questions and shit like that. But if we just sitting, I don't have nothing to say. Especially all that's wrong with me is that I'm lonely. I don't want to talk, especially if all you and I have been doing is really pretty much talking since we got in contact with one another. That's all we've been doing. Talking, texting all day long, which I don't mind if that's your person. And I don't feel like I have to beg for those things either, so. Because like that last nigga didn't understand. You left too much room for me to be left alone, and now you mad I cannot believe I let somebody like that put me in a position like this. And where I come from and all of that shit, yeah, I'm okay with saying that because I've come from that place. So I'm definitely okay with saying the shit. Definitely had better expectations for myself, which is why I was okay with telling other people I had better expectations for them when they told me they had been doing certain things. Because I definitely saw it as, ooh, I got a nigga out the hood. We gonna make it, yada, yada, yada. And the fact that this nigga would downplay himself so much would piss me off because it's like, you're supposed to be proud of wherever you came from, regardless of whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, your damn friends talk more for you than you talk for yourself. And it's funny because when me and him first met and everybody was asking me like how him and I got together and all that, I'm like, he wanted me. I didn't even want him. The friend that just passed away was the friend that I wanted. But I heard he liked white girls, so I was like, it's okay. Because I'm not going to convince nobody of nothing. So, but yeah, I just didn't even want him. But because he asked, and the way I was raised, and he wasn't ugly, he was very handsome. Okay, well, I'll give him an opportunity, you know. He wasn't ugly about it. He didn't start out as a jerk. So, that was fine. Because again, I know how to say when I'm no longer interested. It's about if you want to listen to that or not. Because I've broken off an engagement. Because a nigga couldn't understand certain shit. When it came to me and my being. Which is why he did me the way he did me. And when his friends would ask, well, what happened between y'all? It didn't work out. Keep everybody in the clear. Don't nobody know nothing. That way when stupid decide they want to get stupid, they being stupid on their own. Come on, girl, let's get it up here good enough to where we ain't got to take it back down. Where is it? Is it that one? One more. So sometimes I be counting when I'm braiding. Depending on the type of braids. Because if I'm doing feed-ins, well, I have to be mindful that at some point one of these legs is going to get real skinny if I don't feed them in right. So that's what I mean by I be counting. Because if I can feel that it's getting skinny after 2 or 3 turns, okay, another one. 1, 2, 3, another one. 1, 2, 3, another one. Another one. My bad. Jesus, I'm here sweating like a Hebrew. And because I don't like the back of my neck hurting when I have cornrows, and since I'm not doing a whole lot, that last little section, I normally pull it up into the braid versus braiding it down. That way, whenever I want to hold my head down or turn my head or whatever, that little piece ain't hurting back there. Excuse me. That's one piece I hurt my finger. I don't think about Diamond not being here. I can't holler. Diamond gonna grab this off my finger. I decided to put blue hair in my head at the last minute, even though I had bought it ahead of time. Because I had bought some, what's that? I think number 30 curly hair. Because I was going to do some sort of goddess sprays or whatever. But I changed my mind because I don't want to have to focus on feeding in the curly hair, especially since it's already Christmas. So if I had food in the house, I probably wouldn't even cared and would have just sat. But because I know, now that I know that there is something going on and I don't show up, there's going to be shit being said. So don't want to add to the list of people that I don't want fucking with me. So let's prepare. I'll text my auntie and ask her, is it enough for one more? Oh yeah, girl, that part is fine. It is just fine, girl, because we're not looking for no man. It is okay. We need this to go up there just in case you get a job. You can pin these bitches up. And that's all she wrote. And I went off the center for a reason, just for that, because I will only have 4 braids. And center parts, if they're not done right, regardless of how straight you get it, you can definitely tell. So I don't care about the part being super duper perfect. I just want to make sure that once I put this other one on this side and it open that part up, it looks like it's supposed to look like that. Ain't nothing worse than getting to a certain point and you realize one of them parts just don't look right no more. So come on, pick up your clothes. And it's funny, ever since me and that nigga broke up, that song always plays in my head. And I'm like, that is hilarious to me. But they didn't want to send each other because they knew I was at the point of slapping his ass. Because he kept having fights with me and shit and late night shit when I was working. So I'm like, motherfucker, you know I need sleep, don't you? Okay. All right. I got your ass. And I'm showing his ass. Karma's a little slow, but I mean, you know, it's getting there. Because again, you're the man. You're supposed to take the lead. So, it's your damn fault. My nigga. And I'm not trimming my hair or cutting it or anything right now, only because it's staying in braids. So, if it gets to a point to where when I'm blow drying it or combing it or whatever, and it's snagging too much on the end, then I'll start trimming it. But for right now, it's not a bother. And it only looks like this because I've just been laying on it for like the past 2 weeks. Because I don't, right now, since I'm not having a period, I'm always hot. So I don't be wanting shit on my head. I have to air out. So. And if you see me making certain gestures and stuff like that when separating and braiding hair, because I'm going by feel. People who braid all the time know the difference when they're feeding in braids. They want their feeding hair to either be small to big, or they want it all the same size. And because I'm doing cornrows, and they're not going to necessarily be the same size because of the placement, I just need to make sure I have enough hair to where they end at the same point. Because if I have a whole bunch of hair left over, I'll probably just extend these suckers. Just so I don't have to wrap this hair back up. Because Diamond used majority of the blue hair. I didn't think she was going to use most of it, but I had one little bundle left and a piece of what she had left from her hair. So I was like, I can just use this. No big deal. I feel like I'm going to need more hair for this one. It's just 4 pieces. I didn't even think to count how many pieces this first section was. It might have been like 6 or 7 pieces, but just to make sure. And to make sure I still have enough hair for 2 more braids. So. And since I'm only doing 4 braids, I'm trying to push my outside braid on the inside. That way it's not hanging weird, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but I just try to braid it closer on the inside of my hairline. That way whenever I'm done and it lays down flat, it's laying inside versus laying like it's gonna lay across my shoulder because of how I'm braiding it, if that makes sense. It's funny. When I first made the decision to leave my ex, one of my cousins that I love so dearly was like, wasn't you each other's first? First what? First ones to get on each other's motherfucking nerves? Yeah, that's exactly what that was. She's talking about, oh, cousin. Girl, what? Shit. Hell, I knew what the fuck I was doing. Shit. Obviously, you didn't do it enough to know what the fuck to do. I'm glad I have her in my life. Because when I told her what the main reason and the main issue was for leaving, she was like, oh yeah, not cousin. Especially if you opened your mouth and told him what was wrong. It's not okay. No, it's not. But because he was taught a certain way, he just didn't understand. And it shows, which is why I keep talking to him the way I talk to him. Because you can't say you want to be the one to help the family and shit like that, and you stuck in that same ass shit. But, I mean, your people wanted you to fuck on bitches, you know. Your daddy wanted you to travel and see the world. So you can do this shit now. You just do it by yourself with your bitch. Make sure you ask me before you take Diamond anywhere. Because you, your mama, and your granny planned certain things and didn't talk to me first and was trying to play around my head. That's not how that works. I don't give a fuck if half her DNA is yours. You need to talk to me first. You added to my extra issues with all that sneaking, taking my child out of town. And then when she come, mama, we went out of town. What the fuck you mean you went out of town? I didn't even know y'all was out of town. Because if something happens, how the fuck am I supposed to know where you are? He did that to me one time, y'all, and I went off on his motherfucking ass. He's sitting in a hotel room with Diamond, talking about me and my cousins. You did not tell me first. I'm looking for my child. I'm looking for you. You said you needed a break. Yeah, but at least let me know where I'm going. When I want to talk to my motherfucking baby, that's what the fuck I want. You can go days without talking to your child because you're okay with that. When they first took her from me, and I was like, can y'all at least have her call me at bedtime? They were not having her call me before bedtime. Here recently, when all this stuff started happening again, I told her, If they tell you to call me, you don't have to call me. Call me when you want to call me because you know who your mama is. Okay. And when she wasn't calling me, that's when I realized they had to be telling her to call me and check on me and whatever the case may be. Because again, he be like, I told him the other day she acted a certain way when I was on the phone. And he was like, well, she don't do that when I'm on the phone. Okay, well, she doing it when I'm on the phone. So you obviously ain't doing what I'm asking you to do, which is talk to her. Because Mr., you know, she showed out on me, you know, and I was supposed to be going out or whatever one night. And he was like, okay, I'm going to get her together, yada, yada, yada. You going to get her together just enough so your shit don't get ruined. I feel like you ain't doing it. I feel like it. I feel like you ain't doing it. Because again, you just so trying to one-up me on a bitch. I don't care because I can suck the skin off of a dick when I get ready, so I don't care about you and a bitch. I don't. I really don't. And you know that about me. That's why you kept trying to fuck. So yeah, no. And then the fact that motherfucker felt the need to tell me that the bitch ain't selfish. You the one that's selfish, motherfucker. I don't give a damn about that bitch. I don't give a damn about her personality. I don't care about none of that. You are supposed to make sure that Diamond is okay. Because if something happens to you and you and this bitch break up or whatever, she ain't doing shit for Diamond. She don't have to do nothing for Diamond. Because we don't have no relationship. So I don't care. You are supposed to make sure Diamond don't get hurt. You are supposed to make sure that bitch is good for Diamond. I don't give a fuck. Because if something happens that I don't like, everything that's coming with it is warranted. Guaranteed. I'm like, boy, you trying to be a player and all that bullshit, whining up. I'm trying to find somebody and da-da-da. Boy, please. You knew what the hell you was doing this whole time, whining like a little bitch. You can't find no woman, da-da-da-da. You don't even need no woman. All you need a woman for was to rub your dick. That's all it was. Because when your hand was broke, that's all you kept whining about. Can't even take care of myself. Oh, shit. Couldn't take care of me either, but you got it. And then too, I've come across people who actually count during, and it's actually pretty funny, but it just shows that how much people pay attention to the body. Because are you really paying attention to what you're doing to me, or are you just enjoying what's being done for yourself? Because I'm like, you broke me down so bad when it came to certain things. So when I started flipping out on you, you act like you didn't know why. When I started calling you bitch ass niggas versus baby, honey, boo boo, whatever the hell we call each other. Well, you don't call me nothing because you said I'm not a pet, so I didn't need a pet name. But the whole point is to make me feel like, hell, you didn't even say my name right, so shit, maybe you should have given me a pet name. My mama was like, well, can we just let the name thing go? You gave me my name, so for you to tell me to lax on my name, ma'am, you're part of the problem. Please. And it's funny because one day him and I decided we were gonna have sex. And when he went down, it was like, okay, where was this for the last 13 years? Had time to figure that out. Too late. Give it to the next one. I don't even want it no more. Hell, you made me have to be real ugly on your ass at this point. I don't even want it. But thanks. It squeezed me. I don't even think I sipped that water when I made it. I just put it in that cup and came in and started braiding. I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Donna said she was gonna teach me that dance. So hopefully while she on break, we can do some videos. I want to see how well she know how to do TikTok since she been on everybody else's TikTok in the world and they didn't ask that the mama. So yeah, I'm gonna see if she can show me how to work TikTok now. So yeah. Cause I don't mind her showing me certain stuff when it comes to that. Since everybody wanted her to be able to be on TikTok, thank you. She can show me how it works since y'all didn't want to show me. Ugh. And I ended up feeding higher on this one for it to balance out at the bottom. But hopefully it's long enough because that sucker was getting fat in my fingers. And then I'm on TikTok, and I hate the fact that you can see people that view your shit. Because one of the guys that I was friends with, that I was sleeping with, like I told him to back off. He was getting aggravating as fuck. And I told him to back the fuck off. And I blocked his ass on everything. And after I feel like people have learned their lesson, I unblock their motherfucking ass. Like, just don't talk to me if I've told you to leave me alone, because you know what you've done to piss me off. And I be like, God damn. I forgot what exactly he did to piss me off or whatever, but I'm like, damn, didn't I tell you I don't like you in that way? You've already gotten the pussy. Like, please go find you a woman and do everything that you need to do for you. Because you got a whole bunch of shortcomings that I'm not finna be a part of, nigga. Go find you a woman to do everything that you need her to do for you. Because no, sir. As a friend, if I'm telling you as a friend what you need to do for yourself, no. And that's as a grown man. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all be inviting women over to certain situations and be wondering why they be looking at y'all a certain way. Nigga, the fuck is this shit? Hey player, what you gonna get for Christmas? Say what you gonna get, boy. I want a little bit of this, I want a whole lot of that. Bobby, bitch. Bobby, bitch. Mm. You ain't know. I got a yellow brush over here too. That's why I keep going from side to side. I just cleaned them both out, so I'm trying to dirty up one at a time this go round. Bobby, bitch. Bobby, bitch. I cleaned the brushes out, which meant no dirt, no gunk, no extra hair, no none of that. And the first time I put it on Diamond's head after cleaning it out, she talking about, so, Mama, that hurt. I said, it's because it's clean, Diamond. That's all you used to having a dirty brush on your head. I said, and you used to having locks. So it's all pretty much new at this point. She talking about, I know. But that hurt. I said, this is what a hard bristle brush feels like when it's clean. You will be okay. You are out of practice. Sit the hell back. Oh, shit. Your big daddy told me to stop whooping your ass. I'm finna comb that forehead. I'm finna get the top of them ears. I'm finna do all that. I'm finna do all that. Everything I whined about my mama doing, I'm finna do it to her ass since my daddy says I'm whooping her ass. Ouch, mommy, that hurt. I'm sorry, girl. Remember we was talking back the other day? Let's pay back. Beach. Bobby Beach. Oh my God, I'm kind of laying it down. Lay it down. Oh, lay it down. Pop that pussy for your man. Pop that pussy for your man. Why you fucking people need to find your own man, bitch? Then his granny popped up on my damn Facebook the other day. And honestly, when his granny made the comment about us not having any more children, that was really when I wanted to leave the marriage. But I wanted him to prove her wrong. So she popped up on my Facebook page the other day looking at one of the videos or whatever for my foot. And I texted him and I told him, tell your granny off my Facebook page. We're not together no more. We're not having no more kids. There's nothing here for her. Anything about Diamond she needs to know, she can know through you or your mom. So, you tell me, yeah, I told her to get off Facebook. Apparently, you ain't told her enough because we've been told you to tell her ass to get off of Facebook when she kept getting on everybody else's nerves. So, you obviously ain't doing what the fuck you supposed to do as the man of the family. So, like I said, tired of telling you how to be a man. Get that out of my business. You couldn't support the fact that we wanted children. Oh, I'm sorry, because he just now admitted that he wanted more children. I guess now because he got another bitch with less attitude. That's perfectly fine, because I really hope that the shit don't hit the fan. I really hope it don't. Because you're going to have problems with this, with anybody. So, I hope Mr. This Ain't It get what he want. And I still hope it ain't it. Since this wasn't it, because you chose this. I ain't asked for you either. I was just fine on that college campus minding my motherfucking business. Did I get all of them neck hairs in there? Good enough, cause my neck don't hurt. Last time I did blue hair and I went to go see one of my guy friends, he said I look like Lil Mo. And I said, that ain't even what I was going for when I did blue hair, even though I like Lil Mo. I forgot. I wasn't going for nobody specifically. I don't really like dark hair anymore, unless it's my own hair. So whenever I do like black, I have to mix it with something. I don't like red hair like that anymore. And especially now since times have changed, I don't have to wear red hair if I don't want to. God damn it, I can wear a different motherfucking color if I want to. So that's another reason why at one point in time, I did not wear color, because I'm like, okay, blonde is when it's cold. I mean, for when it's hot. I don't want to wear red hair all the time like that. And honestly, red hair does not look professional depending on your skin tone, because when people do hair color, they don't think about certain things. If your skin tone is a certain way, you have to make sure your hair color look right. What you don't want is to come off like a prostitute, because honestly, with them bright ass colors that we be putting in our head, yeah, y'all look like prostitutes when we see y'all. Or when that sucker fade and y'all don't keep it maintained, it looks a hot ass mess. That's another reason why I don't like doing color. If I know I'm not maintaining it or can't maintain it properly, I'm not gonna do it, because that shit is gonna fall the fuck out. You know, I ain't washed my face yet. We all woke up at the same time together. So so yeah, with hair color, I'm real picky on hair color. Like I've been fighting with people all this time about doing hair color. I'm not a hair colorist, so I don't want to fuck up the color itself, because the bleaching process now, it is easy. I'm a color person, so if the color don't come out the way that I want it to, or if they want something specific, then I'm gonna be upset. That's why I tell people, don't give me nothing specific when it comes to hair. Just let me do. Or at least give me a general picture of what the hell you want, and then we'll go from there. But I feel like an artist can't truly be an artist if you're telling them exactly what to do. I don't like that. My old nail tech, we went to school together. We pretty much kind of grew up together for the most part. And so when I started seeing her work and shit online, it's like, okay, girl, do my nails. The more I got comfortable, I just give her a color. I want this color, girl. Do whatever little design, whatever you want to do. I don't care. And then once oh baby, I don't care. That's good enough. It's 4 braids. Once I got to a certain point, you know, being at home or whatever, then obviously I started wearing my nails. Well, I wore my nails long time ago. I had long nails when I met that nigga. So when everybody was like, you don't need this, you don't need that, baby, fuck y'all. Y'all don't need all the shit y'all got, had, or whatever. Stop trying to tell me what the fuck I need and don't need, goddammit. Shit. That be my thing about folks. They get me from up under what I need, my comfort, my mama and daddy, because of whatever the fuck incompletion they got in their life. Don't tell me what the fuck I need and don't need. Shit. You don't need to breathe now. Don't worry about what the fuck I need. So, yeah, I for that I was saying. But yeah, so I'm finna add some weight to these braids because I got enough hair left to add an extra tail to each braid. So that's what I'm finna do. It's hot. I think my dad just left. I was trying to stay quiet. I wanted some music on, but my mom just got off work this morning, so I have to be courteous of the fact that she's asleep. Okay, I had to make sure I didn't leave a bubble. Because when your braids are big and they got bubbles, it's gonna be seen. And I'm just blending out the longer pieces to make sure once I braid it down to the end again, it matches. I feel a little better about today since I've gotten up. When I went to bed last night, I just was not feeling today. And today hadn't even come yet. Like, I went off on my daddy yesterday because he was talking to me about something. And I'm just like, Daddy, I'm unhappy today. Like, today is not the day. And for the most part, I don't express my unhappiness to my daddy. Because when I'm crying or sad and stuff like that, I don't know if it breaks my daddy down to see me hurt in a particular way, or if, because he is a man, he don't understand certain things breaking a woman down. I don't know. But sometimes I can't talk to my daddy about the feminine things because he don't necessarily understand. But I be trying to force it because he has said that me and my mama too close. Me and my mama too close. But I know at some point I won't have her or him, so I know why he's doing it the way he's doing it. It's just, it does get frustrating because we have to learn to be without them at some point. Because that's pretty much how animals teach their children, if you really pay attention. So I just, like, Daddy, I'm unhappy. I'm sad, I'm this, I'm that. And I'm not used to expressing those types of emotions to my daddy. Hell, all they keep hearing me saying here lately is, I'm pissed off. Shit. I don't have friends or nothing no more, so I don't really have nobody that I can cry and vent to. my cousins give off, they don't give a fuck, so I stopped venting to them. And I know some of them probably feel like I'm being funny, but I don't care because y'all do me the same way and think I don't be paying attention. So, when I say I truly don't have nobody, I don't have nobody. Sorry, I don't know why I got the song stuck in my head. And I didn't put, did I hear it yesterday while I was doing Diamond's hair? It could be why. Bobby Beach. Bobby Beach. I know it's getting colder. Frozen. So come pick up your clothes. I have them floating. Did I just pull from that leg? I did. Okay. And I'm only struggling because I got on this black nightgown, so I can't really see the hair. And because of the nightgown. And I'm focused on the mirror part. Normally when I braid my hair, I'm in the living room somewhere just going and just feeling as I'm going down. But because I'm recording, that's the only reason why I'm here, just really paying attention to the mirror. Because normally when I'm braiding, I'm not looking in no mirror. This is what we did in barber school when we would do our own damn hair. So I would really sit down and watch TV and all this shit when I'm braiding some hair. But I braid faster when I'm standing up. And I didn't want her all in my bed. I'm just making sure they at least close to the same length. I don't think I'm gonna leave them straight. I might roll them up on the end. Sorry. Rolling the minutes, you can see it in my eyes. Hey, Niata. That was my girl. I remember when I was trying to learn that baby name. I was a trainer at the time. I had just transitioned over to be a trainer. And I could not get that baby's name right. And I told her, hey, don't get upset. Just correct me. She told me, oh, I don't have a problem with that. Okay. Little cute feisty thing. She was one of my many helpers when I was pregnant. You know, she was always talking to me, asking me questions, doing something for me, even though I did not ask any of them up there to do anything for me. But they definitely did, you know, the ones that were able to, the ones that I did, you know, make friendships with, stuff like that. Because like I said, I got a gift and wasn't even expecting a gift. One of the perms at the time, because I wasn't telling nobody I was pregnant. When I first got pregnant with Diamond, the only person I told was my supervisor. Because I didn't know how me being pregnant was going to reflect my job as far as like morning sickness and all of that, because I didn't have all of those symptoms when I first got pregnant. The only thing I had was I could not stop going to the bathroom. So, and at work, they kept telling me, because water and coffee is all I drank at work. So I was always going to the bathroom regardless. And when I had to go number 2, they would see me take my wipes out of my clear bag and go to the bathroom. So they pretty much knew my routine at work. So when I started going to the bathroom more than what I was already going, yeah, they were paying attention to me. So once I started saying, y'all, like, I can't stop peeing. And I was like, I don't feel like I got a bladder infection, you know. They knew I was married. Me and my husband had just gotten together. So they was like, well, maybe me and your husband have too much sex. I doubt it. We having about the same amount. Doubt it. So I think I was right at 6 weeks pregnant once I found out that I was pregnant. My mama told me, damn. Talking about you was right on time. I said, I didn't feel right. My lower body it didn't feel right. It didn't feel like normal. So I was like, something ain't right. Maybe I am pregnant. So, and like one of the parents, he bought, well, his wife made Diamond, crocheted her a blanket. Beautiful pink, lavender, and white blanket. And oh my God, when I opened that box up, I was like, oh my God, when I saw the letter. And me and him fought on that production floor every day. But I think it's because, you know, he liked me as a person. And when he, I was like, oh my God, this blanket looks exactly like my grandma made it. That's exactly how that blanket looked. And Diamond still has that blanket. Like, I still stress the importance to her of someone made this for you when you weren't even here on this earth yet. So you cherish this. I said, and you see this? It was made with love. Because she thought it was something my grandma had made. I said, no, grandma didn't make this one. I said, one of my old co-workers, his wife made it once. I did tell people at work that I was pregnant. He said as soon as he heard it, even though he was acting like he didn't know, as soon as he heard I was pregnant, he went and said, he ran home and told his wife, can you make my co-worker a blanket? She's pregnant. I was like, oh, thank you. And like I said, because I've been baited into things before, I don't like receiving things from people. So, and if you don't know what that means, I guess you can message me later and figure out what that means. I guess, I don't know. Because whenever I said that in the past, well, what does that mean? Baited. Bait. Here, you don't know what that means? And no, I'm not trying to turn around and show y'all my booty because that's really what they be doing. Because, I mean, we know it's back there. Making sure my hair meets down the right way. I was talking to one of my guy friends about my feet. Because I was like, I had on a dress or something. And he lives upstairs. I was like, well, I can't walk that fast because of my feet. I got to hold my dress up. Tell him, I got to hold your dress up because I'm pigeon-toed. You ain't never noticed that? Tell him, no. Because I've always just been looking at your ass. Thanks for the honesty. And I think that's probably why I love him the way I do, because that's as honest as it could be. So, and he got on my damn nerves when we were growing up. I always thought he was cute until he started opening his mouth. I was like, ah, shit, just sit there, just don't talk. You know how you come across them cute ones? And they're smart, intellectual, all of that stuff. Until they just start talking about whatever is on the top of their head. And it's like, just sit there and look cute. Please. He's one of those. And I've even told him that. Not in that way. But I've definitely told him he gonna talk himself out of some stuff. Cause ooh-wee. So come pick up your clothes. I think whenever me and Diamond decide to get on TikTok, I think that's probably the first one we're gonna do. Because I can't get it out of my head. And then she keep wanting me to run through the house and do this. Like, girl, I don't even know the full dance. I just feel like a bobblehead. I was listening to something yesterday. And I was twerking. I mean, I had it tooted up and everything. And she popped me on my butt talking about, mama. Girl, please. I ain't been able to do this. You should be happy. Squeeze me. It's close enough. I add some white rollers on here. And dip it. Sorry. Dip. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't even know if they put some food in your bowl. How much you gonna eat? I don't know why you staring at me. I just gave you food. Holy. Ooh. Leave that box alone. My dad is gonna get you sick. side, Jesus. I look the back at the side. This is good enough for you. Here we go, did it for you. Here we go, did it for you. Bobby, bitch, on you right now. I was walking through the house one day, seeing Chief Keef, and I said something to my baby brother. I said, "What's that nigga name that be talking about?" Ha ha ha. He talking about Chief Keef. I said, "Yeah." Whatever song that he be doing this shit in is what I was listening to. Y'all, I was at the gas station one night going to get some cigars. And depending on the time of day and stuff, I'll take Diamond and sometimes I won't. So I'm by myself at the little corner store or whatever. And this little young nigga walk up on me. He looked like he had to be like 17 years old trying to talk to me. That boy didn't look like he had played a sport, lifted up a weight, even lifted up a box ever in his life for as skinny as he was. Trying to holler. And I'm like, how old are you? And he's standing there scratching and shit. So I'm like, baby, did you take a bath? Like, what the fuck is that? So he was like, I'm old enough. And I was like, baby. You over here scratching like you ain't bathed in days. How old are you? And he told me how old he was. I was like, oh no, baby, I'm not interested, but thank you. Because number one, you look like you're in high school. You look like you're younger than my brothers. No. And then the way he walked up on me, I said, boy, my mom is the police and you would get your ass shot. You better get up off of me. He told me, oh no, I wasn't trying to disrespect you. I'm sorry. Still scratching and whatnot. Boy, if you don't get out my face. I said I didn't want to spend no more than 3-4 hours on no hair. I ain't even get that far. Maybe it took me 30 minutes, 30, 45 minutes maybe. I wasn't looking at a watch or a clock. I'm probably not gonna put no mousse in all of that because I'm not gonna sit on it to dry or blow dry my hair. And then mousse just sitting on top of your scalp and hair. Number one, on your scalp, it makes it itch. Number two, on your hair, it flakes. So we're not even gonna worry about it. Because then I'm telling how long this is really gonna be up. Because if I get a call or whatever for a job, it's gonna be like this, obviously. But if I have to do anything else, at least my hair is already done. It ain't too bad. It's up. Everybody's got that something. At least with my hair being pulled back. My face will get a break from all of that oil and shit. And for right now, I'm using this because Diamond is coming to a certain point in her life right now, so we testing out facial wash. So Cetaphil is what I started her out on, but because the body changes, but your body chemicals change, I don't want her body getting used to something specific. Not right now, because her body is going to do a whole bunch of shit. So, when y'all start picking out products and stuff for y'all's daughters, y'all need to be mindful of that. Because their bodies work the same way ours work. So, what is it that you needed when you were that age? Or what is it that you felt like you needed when you had certain things going on? Her mama asked me, when she decided, well, not when she decided, but when she starts having her monthly, are you gonna start her out wearing Depends and diapers and shit? No, she gonna go old school. She gonna go with the pads. That's what she gonna do. That was just because I was bleeding so much and I wasn't finna keep stopping to go to the bathroom all them times because of how much I was bleeding. And having to be out of the house and all of that. So, that was why I was wearing the pants at that time. But now that I'm so small, even the small is too big for me now. And that's ugly. Because I don't like it. It's 10:35. Well, I've done my hair for the day. I'm finna chill. I guess I'll call around and find out what time Christmas dinner is. And we'll go from there. Merry Christmas.